Okay, so now we come to the graduate part of the ceremony. And so if you're wondering where were all the applied physics undergraduates, applied physics is just a graduate-only department, so that's why we begin now. So let's see, applied physics is presenting 1 master's today and 13 PhDs. And what you'll see is that for the PhD students, they're going to be hooded by their advisors. So you'll see the advisors come down as the names are read out. You're going to watch us all try and fit these crazy, silly hood things over our students. I would suggest that about 10% of us are going to get it right, but never mind, you're going to see how that goes. We're also using these card things today, so I've got no idea what I do until I get some cards. Oh no, I'm so sorry. First, we have the applied physics graduate speaker. And I should know because Anisha is actually my student, and I'm so sorry. Once again, I can't actually see the signals that Rome is giving me from over there. All right, so Anisha grew up in Southern California before coming to the Bay Area for her undergraduate studies at UC Berkeley. She moved across the Bay from graduate school and eventually found her way actually to my lab, where her research projects focused on quantum materials. Outside of the lab, Anisha also studied public policy at Stanford, which grew her passion for public service. And this fall, she will be heading to Washington, D.C. to work in Congress as a Science and Technology Fellow of the Applied American Institute of Physics. So please join me in welcoming Anisha.
Thank you, Ian, for that introduction. Hi, Mom, and happy Father's Day, Dad. I didn't tell my parents that I was doing this speech, so I hope you guys are surprised. In a good way, in a good way. There we go. Okay. Good afternoon, faculty, guests, and my fellow graduates. To the class of 2024, what you have achieved today is no easy feat. Standing here, I'm overcome with pride, knowing the unique challenges that we have overcome together. We persevered through a global pandemic. We pushed through far more failed experiments and hypotheses than successful ones. And we even got the signatures we needed from those professors who never responded to our emails. For myself, though, I found the hardest thing about getting a PhD in physics was trying to actually articulate to other people what it is I actually do every day. Usually I would say it's like any other office job, meaning that I spend the days oscillating between procrastination and then inevitable panic. The only real difference is that my boss is obsessed with figuring out the fundamental nature of the universe. In all seriousness, though, preparing for this speech gave me time to really think about this question. Learning science isn't so much about the specific knowledge you gain, but rather being trained in a way of thinking. What a scientist does each day is take complex ideas, which are riddled with uncertainties, but we're able to ground them into meaningful questions and to concrete actions. One of the most important things that I learned in grad school, though, was that those ideas don't just have to be in science. In fact, I believe what makes a scientist truly exceptional is a desire to apply our training not just to hard problems in science, but to hard problems in our community. Through the many moments of doubt that I had while I was at Stanford, and trust me, there were many, this belief was always my North Star. You see, there are 2 types of ambitions. The first is the ambition for greener pastures. This is the ambition that pushes you to seek out challenges and personal achievement. This form of ambition is likely a big part of what got you into your seat today, graduating from Stanford with an advanced degree. While important for individual success, it's a second type of ambition that I want to focus on today. Rather than aspiring for greener pastures, this is the ambition instead to make green the grass that is already around you. As you start your next phase of life today, my wish is that it is this second type of ambition that inspires and uplifts you. I promise then to each of you that your lives will always be full of success, fulfillment, and joy. While I have no doubt many of you will make significant scientific and technological contributions to our society, what I look forward to seeing even more are the contributions each of you will make to your communities as advocates, organizers, leaders, as mentors, volunteers, and caregivers. In academia, we often talk about being in the ivory tower. It can be tempting, especially as the world outside grows more and more turbulent every day, to turn away and focus only on building that tower higher. But I urge you, though, to push not to build higher, but wider. Build not a tower, but a bridge. In closing, I'd like to echo a sentiment I'm sure all the graduates are feeling today, and express my deepest gratitude and love to the many people who supported me on this journey, many of whom are in the room today, and countless others who weren't able to be. I'm only here because of this extraordinary community. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2024.
Thank you, Anisha. Oh, are we over here?